Hey yo everyone, I am Ignim and this is the next episode in the God of War Chains of Olympus playthrough. So let's get to it. Here we go again, possibly the last boss, who the fuck knows? Oh come on, what a bad start. Oh, it is the first version. I think this is the best attack. It seems to be chipping like the most health. Yeah, this one I should run into. Okay. Although I can kinda attack her while she's there. Nope. 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 Ah, it works for some reason. Was quite sure that I missed it. Why the fuck she's staying like so long in there, like holding, as if she was going to fall down and just like fall to her death or whatever the fuck. That was good though. There we go. Hopefully we don't miss it. Okay, let's do another one. Is it going to be enough to send her to the other side? Don't think it is. Yep, not. Dude, oh you bitch. You absolute bitch. There we go. Ping pong. Yeah, sure, another one. Crazy bitch. Just die. Is it really this the intended way to kill her? Could it work now doing this? No, it doesn't. Even though she's in there. I don't know that I think about it. Will this work though? No. It goes down. Maybe she falls in there. We could like use against her. Let's go away. Oh, come on. Barely gave me any time to go away before throwing that shit. Fuck you. Gimme. Take it. Take it again. Oh, god damn it. Oh, fuck you. No. No. Oh, god damn it. Go away. No. Pop that bullshit. We go roll towards it. That's the way. Come on. Oh, bullshit. Oh, bullshit in double. Should have killed her before. Although we still have a bunch. Oh, come on, fuck you. That was. How did it work in there? Another one. Enough. Last one, I guess? Although it took a while to reach there. Yep, she fell. And now we use the sun. Fuck you. Fuck you, bitch. No. Oh, it's the Q2E. I was pressing like circle non-stop. Oh, you lose. You do lose. And that achievement.
Your suffering will never end, Ghost of Sparta.
Will help you. But I ask, where are your gods now, Kratos? Why do they not come to your aid? I do not need the aid of the gods! But my path is now clear to me. I will serve them, and they will keep their promise to free me from my past! I ask you, Spartan, what good is the promise of an Olympian? It is all I have, Atlas! We will meet again, Spartan. The fates have deemed it. One day, you will regret what you have done here.
The mighty Atlas was left enchained, cursed to forever hold the world on his shoulders. Greater penance than even Zeus himself had placed on the Titans. The fate of Atlas had been sealed, and the goddess Persephone was no more. Kratos had saved mankind, but that mattered little to him. By forsaking his daughter, he had abandoned the only person he ever cared for. What he had long sought and finally found was now forever lost. As the sun chariot rose higher in the sky, and the might of Helios shone once again on the world, Morpheus retreated to the shadows. Kratos gained little satisfaction from his victory. With years of servitude in front of him, he would need to confront his past and fight to reclaim the humanity he lost on the day his dark legend was born.
Well, we still don't fucking know how Kratos got in those ships in the first game. Playing yours. But yeah. I don't exactly like this ending. It's weird. Because it doesn't solve the issue with Helios. I mean, sure, like for example, Atlas was trying to break the tower that holds the world because Persephone released her and gave him Helios, or the power of the sun, or whatever the fuck it was there, because the game doesn't show as well what exactly was it that Atlas was holding. So he kind of leaves it open if it was indeed Helios or not, which is weird. And at the same time, if Atlas was the one that wanted to like bring the tower down so that the world would collapse, why the fuck would he still stay in there holding the world non-stop? Because sure, Kratos chained him and kind of gets his hand stuck in the thing and he can't remove his hand and shit, but I'm quite sure that he could release himself from there, because, I mean, it could be said, oh, the chains are magic and shit, and the Titans can't release themselves from the chains. Makes sense, sure. But it kinda seems like there was at least space for there was a space for him to kind of lax his hands. It's not like 100% connected with the thing. And even then, even if even if he's completely chained to the thing, he doesn't need to stand. Like, he doesn't need to stand. He could just like not stand and like remove his posture and just like make his body limp so that he falls down, and as he falls down, the world falls down as well on top of him. He would die, sure, but he would be freed. And even then, it could be that he won't die because he's immortal and shit. I don't think that the world falling on top of his head would kill him. And if he did, and he was aware that he would kill him, he was destroying the tower regardless. So it doesn't, at the end of the day, it doesn't make, there's no difference. So that's why I kind of don't like him. And then it just ends with, oh, so the chariot was brought up and the sun is back, and then Morpheus is not doing anything anymore. It's just like, doubt. Seems weird. Doesn't exactly explain everything. But it is good. One thing is good. I finished it. Now we can go to the next one, which is, if I recall correctly, might be wrong. It is God of War Ghost of Sparta. I was going to say that I don't know exactly what is the plot for it and when it happens. Oh, wait a second, is there more?
The dire toll of his relentless battles finally caught up with him as Kratos fell from the chariot to the earth. Was this sacrifice too much for one to bear, even for the man who was known as the Ghost of Sparta?
He has again served us well, Athena.
He is a remarkable mortal.
He is weak. Shall we help him?
He'll live. They must.
Well, I remove what I said. The ending was bad, but this one is worse. Whatever the fuck happened in there is way worse. Because it kind of cancels out a bunch of things. Because, let's say, Kratos is conscious while he's falling. He knows that he's falling from the sky. Yet, he's saved by the gods at the last minute, but he gets unconscious. He becomes unconscious. So that's how the gods remove the weapons from him, which explains why he doesn't have those weapons, but doesn't explain why he doesn't have the spells, which, I mean, they only removed the shields. It could be said that, well, without the shields he wouldn't have the Light of Dawn and the ability to counter and shit, sure, but there's still Ifrit. There is still the Charon's thingy, but I forgot, Charon's Fire or Charon's Flame, I don't remember the name. But it's still that thing. Did they get it as well from him? And then after that, not taking those into consideration, when he wakes up, which eventually he will see himself in that place in there. And then why the fuck, in the first game, when he wants to kill himself, why would he go to that place and like jump down to the rocks down there, or the water, or whatever the fuck? If he fell from the fucking sky and stayed alive, he would know that just a fall wouldn't kill him. Because he fell from the sky and was still alive. So that nullifies the first game where he wants to die in there. I was thinking the fact that he falls in there, and then later in the first game he needs to go to Athens as well. I was thinking that maybe one thing nullifies the other, but then we don't know exactly how much time there is between one thing and the other, because it could be. It could be that he went somewhere else, and then he needs to return to Athens and shit to try to save Athens or whatever the fuck. I mean, it is not connected one to the other, but if it is, it makes no fucking sense. Because let me just search for the timeline in God of War. So yeah, it doesn't make fucking sense. It doesn't make fucking sense. Like, if it made sense before, now it makes less. He found a timeline. Let me zoom thing. Okay, apparently the first game is God of War Ascension, and then it is God of War Chains of Olympus. So after Chains of Olympus, it is God of War. So there's nothing that is going to be explained. We will never know how we'll never know how he got into those boats at the beginning of the first game. It could be that there could be a flashback or whatever the fuck that explains how he got there, but just it's not like it makes that much difference, but still. And then afterwards, it is God of War Betrayal, which we played before, and then God of War goes to Sparta. So Goes to Sparta is in between God of War 1 and God of War 2. And then afterwards, it's just God of War 3, and then there's a God of War in here that I don't recognize. What the fuck is this? This image is very fucking big. God of War Fallen Gods. What the fuck is this? What in the hell is this shit? Is it a book? What exactly is this? Comic book series? Yep, it is a book. So there's a comic book series in between this, and then it goes to... what is the name? The Lost Pages of Norse Myths, which if I recall correctly, it is a... I think it is a book as well? But then there is another one, A Call from the Wilds, which was an online only thingy on the browser that was released before the first God of War, like the Nordic saga shit. And that one I'm quite sure that we won't be able to play, I guess. And then there is... Oh no, there's a comic book God of War after that one as well, and then God of War. And then there's God of War Lore and Legends, which is possibly a book, and then Ragnarok. So yeah, the next one is going to be Ghost of Sparta, which is in between 1 and 2. And it's going to kind of bridge the gap. Which is, I think it's going to be interesting, because it's going to portray Kratos being a god or whatever the fuck. I know exactly, because when God of War 1 ends, Kratos has become a god. And when God of War 2 starts, Kratos is a god and like stops being a god. So I don't know exactly what is going to happen in there. But if we could see like Kratos being a god, it's going to be very interesting. Very interesting indeed. And there's a very small part in the timeline because of the fact that on top of the God of War 2, because of the fact of having to loop around to the beginning. Interesting. But yeah. This game, it was nice. I found it better than 1. And of course better than Betrayal. I mean, Betrayal is going to pretty much be the worst one, I think. I don't think there's going to be one that is worse than Betrayal, because it's very minimalistic and just like there's not much there. And it's not used to be on a cell phone, so it's just with in the period where there wasn't even smartphones yet. Weird. I feel old. But yeah, there is oh yeah, the comic for that goes in between God of War 3 and the first one is was released in 2021, before the first the first God of War game. Weird. No, after the God of War game. I don't know why they did that. I don't know, maybe to try and bridge the gap better, you know. But yeah, this game was nice. The Zeus Gauntlet's so fucking awesome. I hope there is like an item like that in Ghost of Sparta. I know that kind of there is an item like that in God of War 3, although it takes a bit of a time until you get it. Although my memory is very spotty. I don't recall exactly all the things that happened in there because my brother played it, not me. So I don't know if I can say much about it, more about the game. The story, weird. I don't like how the story seems kind of rushed compared to... I mean, if you think about it, in God of War 2, the story is weird as well. It is kind of rushed. It is not... I mean, not that it isn't properly explained, it kind of is, but the places to which you go, you keep like jumping from place to place too much. And it's weird. It feels weird. And the location is abstract. There's no connection to it. It's just like, oh, it's the islands of the fates, psych. It is the Gorgon Temple now, psych. It is something else, and it's just, he keeps switching all the fucking time. It's way too much. Way too many changes for you to go to a fixed place. And then in the end, it's just like, oh, it's inside of the Phoenix statue. Why? Go fuck no. God fucking knows. Doesn't make much sense. And then this one, it is even weirder in this part. Because it is pretty much like worse. The scenario is nice though. The scenarios per se, like for example, the whole of Tartarus is, I think, the best scenario on the game. Because the initial city is just ass. The second city where Helios fell, ass as well. There's not that much that is interesting there. And then there is the beginning of the underworlds, which is ass as well. It's just like bread and rock all everywhere. And then Tartarus was nice because there was rock everywhere, but there was like the chains, there was things to see. Interesting things to see. And then the end is drab. I think drab would be the perfect word. Not exactly perfect word, but an appropriate word for it. But I had fun. I had fun though, regardless. It is I wouldn't say exactly a fun game, but it's an enjoyable game. Specifically, if you like, so far, it is the one that the way the formula is implemented in here is better than God of War 1 and God of War 2. Maybe even together. God of War 2 improved a lot on top of God of War 1. But this one, for a PSP game, it plays way more smoother than God of War 2. And I wonder if on Ghost of Sparta, if they're going to have improved on it as well. Because if they improve on top of Chain of Olympus, oh, it's gonna be very interesting. And I don't recall exactly how how God of War 3 handles, because as I said, I never played it. But I remember it being considerably smooth, but I recall my brother playing it on the hardest difficulty for no fucking reason and suffering a lot. Just like for literal no reason at all. It was not, he's not even a kind of person that always play games on hard. He just decided he would just because. And then I have no clue what Ascension. Good, then I have no clue what Ascension holds. I didn't even exist, like, I didn't even knew this game existed before I started these playthroughs. I had no clue. To me, it was just 3, and it ends, and then it connects to God of War. I mean, in the timeline it kind of is, but then I wasn't aware that there was a game in between. Even though it is a game that is the first one in the chronology, in the timeline. And if I recall correctly, it explains how Kratos got the mark on his body. I kind of have a little bit of a small knowledge of how. But yep, that was. I think I've rambled long enough. That was God of War, Chains of Olympus. Interesting, nice. I recommend it for the Gauntlet of Zeus alone. Although it takes a while for it to get it, but when you do, it becomes like way better than everything else. Yeah, that's going to be it for now. Literally, that's going to be it for now. I need to sleep. It is almost 6 in the morning. I spent all this time fucking playing this. 2 hours straight. This one was a long one. Because I can't wait to play Ghost of Sparta. I need to set up everything. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be real nice. And that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and I see you next time.